One of the things that we have to keep in the back of our mind is that the reason that we're all here is to try to make a difference in the life chances and learning chances of kids. So whatever we can do to increase the chance that happens, I mean, we have to do it. And so when we look at team teaching as a process, it has a number of benefits, I mean, for teachers and for kids. If we look at teachers, the fact that we're very close together, but we don't interact with each other because we're sort of trapped in those shells or the walls of the classroom. So this is an opportunity for teachers to actually, at certain times of the day, to actually interact with each other, to talk with each other, to discuss practice, as they work with kids. So when you look at the idea of the critical role that reflection plays in the development of intelligent behavior, we get teachers now having the opportunity to reflect during practice, not just before and after practice, but to have that conversation during that time that they're working with kids. So that has to make a difference for teachers. It has to make the job less stressful. And we know that that teaching is a highly stressful, complex job. So that's one place where team teaching, I think, really makes a difference.
Well, after 3 years of working as a team teacher, I'm very confident in the benefits of team teaching. As a mainstream teacher, it provided access for me to professional development that I really don't think would have been available to me otherwise. My first year working as a team teacher, I was working in close partnership with a special needs teacher in the school and with one of the most experienced teachers on the staff. So that opportunity to work so closely with them, it just opened new doors for me as a teacher, exposed me to new methodologies and to different ways of actually teaching different subjects. So your job is, start now, a haiku about autumn.
First line has to have 5 syllables or 5 sounds. The second one had 5 sounds in a sentence.
Now you have the benefit of having another professional in the room with you, someone that you can toss around ideas with. Teaching can be a quite lonely profession in that sense when you're in there on your own. And research has told us, right, that really teachers do feel isolated, but with the team teaching involved, they don't seem to have that same sense of isolation as they had before.
I think there are 2 main benefits for the school as a whole. First of all, a greater degree of collegiality. There's less isolation of teachers. The other main advantage of team teaching is that I think it promotes greater awareness of special needs within the school.
The magic of team teaching is that it can be a win-win situation in that both teacher and student can learn simultaneously, and literally in real time in real classrooms you have a form of CPD for teachers taking place because they're engaging with each other. They're not observing each other, which can be maybe a little bit difficult or false. They're actively helping and working with each other. Students are benefiting from witnessing the modelling that's going on by the 2 adults in the classroom. And similarly, students are engaging with each other, maybe at a level that's more cooperative in turn because they're witnessing the cooperation between the 2 teachers.
Teachers are having the opportunity to interact with each other about the practice, about what they're learning in their professional development. So now when I go to the workshop and I learn an innovation, when I come back to the classroom and I try to play with that innovation, I've got someone there to coach, to give me feedback. I mean, I've got someone to check for understanding around the implementation of that innovation. So it's not just kids learning in the classroom, it's teachers learning in the classroom. So that has to be critical. So if we don't focus on what teachers do and how teachers learn, then not much is going to happen for kids. So the idea of team teaching, or teachers working together for a certain part of the day, has to increase the chances that teachers develop their pedagogical practice in a more powerful way, again to go back and make a difference in life chances and learning chances of kids.
Very often you can't do certain type of methodologies because the class was too big, or the group was too big for one person to do group work, for example, or paired work. You can do it. We were hoping that it would be done a lot more efficiently and effectively with 2 people, and as it turned out, it was.
Definitely.
And throughout the course of the initiative, we were, realising as we went along that many of the fears we had were just starting to slip away, and really that we were beginning to grow as a pair together, and that the students became more confident. As you can see, you've all been given character wheels. Miss Bobby's going to break you up into groups. We're going to space out, we're going to analyse the characters here.
The 3 of you.
Alright, Right guys, for most questions Leaving Cert, if you're looking for characteristics or mannerisms, you should have at least 3. With the breakdown of the marking system, you should have at least 3 points.
3 per each class, so.
3 points. For example, if you're using Mina, she is mean, she is bitter, she is hardworking. You need at least 3 characteristics or traits.
When we had the initial meeting with the staff, we asked them to put up their hopes and fears. And like the fears the list was endless almost, and the hopes were, you know, quite a short list, really, I suppose, that was there for the hopes. But all of that has changed, and we're now in the situation where we attend meetings and we sit back, and the teachers actually just take control of the whole thing. Like, they're running with it. So all the fears have been eroded through experience.
I think if there's someone there with you, you're likely to try different things, or, you know, say group work, it might work well, but you don't use it every day because it's just too much hassle when you're on your own, and there's too much discipline problems, and the kids, you can't get them settled, and if there's someone there helping you with it, you're more likely to do it more often and try it. And plus you just get the idea of different methodologies, and different people have different expertise. Like, you know, Maura is very artistic and she's very good at singing and stuff like that, and drama. Like, that's a real benefit to me, like, when I'm teaching.
Because when Simon went down to the neighbours, he went down after and nearly tore the coat off.
Right, well, Frisky.
I think he's funny.
Why do you think he's
Why
funny?
do you think he's funny?
You know, if you're having a bad day, sometimes you just can feel very isolated in the classroom, or if you're having trouble with one particular student, you feel like sometimes it's just you that, you know, if you go into the staff room and everyone's finding them fine and you're the only one finding it hard.
It's just me, yeah.
We have found significant improvement in discipline in the classroom. The number of referrals coming from classrooms has decreased. I suppose examining it and thinking about it, it's really down to the fact that students are more engaged. They're more interested in what's happening in class. And the very fact that there's 2 sets of eyes inside in the classroom leaves a lot less openness, I suppose, to daydreaming and disrupting class. We find that there seems to be more activity inside in the team teaching class. There seems to be a bit more engagement. They seem to have their homework prepared better. They seem to be more knowledgeable about the subject and study it more. Very often, I suppose, it stems from the fact that they're more guaranteed to be involved in the class now. The fact that there's 2 teachers there and that they will be asked questions